Hi everybody. So recently I went out of town for a few days and I hired someone um, to come in and check in on my babies a couple times a day, to feed them, to clean up their poop and play with them and all that good stuff. And so the first night I could not sleep where I was. I was about 7 hours away. And so around 3 a.m. I decided to check my cameras, just to check in on the doggies, because of course I have cameras everywhere in my house and outside my house. And to my very sadness and horror, Coco was crying and crying and wailing actually. And then I looked back at the camera. She was crying probably since around 10:30 at night, off and on, all night until I started watching it like at 3. And she was just pacing, looking for me. And I just didn't know what to do. I was 7 hours away and I was thinking, oh my goodness, I want to just go home and let her know I love her and that she's not alone, that although physically I'm not with them, my soul, my love is with them, and I'm making sure they're safe and cared for. So about 5 a.m. then I decided to talk into the camera and tell her that everything was okay. Mama's here. And so she immediately heard and she ran up to one of the cameras and then she ran to the front door and looked for me. But it did stop her from crying. So that whole experience was a perfect analogy for me for what spirit feels when they cross over, because they witness us crying for them, looking for them, missing them, and yet they're saying, I'm right here, I love you, I haven't left, and my soul is with you. And they'll even send other people or other pets into our lives to keep us company and help us fill some of the void. And yet we still mourn for them. And even when I use the camera to say, I'm right here, mama loves you, that was equivalent to spirit giving us little signs. So when we see lights flicker or we have a bird come towards us, that was the equivalent. And again, it reminded me of how much spirit wants us to know that they never leave us, they have not forgotten us, and that they are still with us. It's a different way, yes, but they are still with us. And they want us to know that the strong love that we have cannot be broken just by their loss of their physical body.